Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you the new book I bought for my daughter, and I'm just going to have like a lazy, comfortable day where I'm going to show you the inside of the book I read and what it's about, and it's a really, really fun book, and I'm just going to give you a glimpse of what it's like. And yeah, it's off of Amazon as well, because I've told you I buy everything off of Amazon. And it's a lot of fun to read, and I'm really enjoying it. But here's the front cover. And it's really, really beautiful. I love it. It's so pretty. I'm going to buy one for myself. Originally, I was just going to buy this for her, but yeah, I'm going to buy one for me too. I like it. It's cool. Okay. Here's the inside. It says, Uncovering Celtic Mythology, a beginner's guide to the world of Celtic myths, Celtic folklore, warriors, Celtic gods and creatures. Okay. This is the copyright. Not like anyone cares about that shit, but hey. So. More table of contents, introduction. Okay. Alright, chapter 1. I'm going to read you guys the chapter right here. Okay. Let's see if I can see it too. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, History and Origin of the Celts, Chapter 1. The exact point of origin for the Celts is next to impossible to pinpoint. The Celtic people were not a singular group of people, but tribes that were spread across the massive land. Hold on. Massive. Okay. Okay. There. Across the massive land. Mass, that is Europe. Similar to the Native Americans of North America, we found collectives that were spread over the land sharing very similar beliefs among tribes and passing their knowledge and stories down, not through written or recorded history, but through oral traditions that were memorized by the people. The tribes differed slightly in practice, but for the most part maintained the core of their ways, just like the practice of the Navajo differs from the Cherokee. The Welsh Celts and the Irish Celts had variations within their practice, while still maintaining the faith of the land. Finding recorded history of the ancient Celts is no easy feat. Even after they encountered the Greeks and then the Romans, we find issues within the texts written about the ancients. After all, historical texts were often preserved by rewriting, leaving a huge margin for human error. These texts would end up being mistranslated or errors would be made that left room to question their meaning by the translators who would follow centuries later. Human error wasn't the only negative impact on the written history of the ancient Celts. Given that the history was being recorded by people other than the Celts themselves, the influence of those who were recording is also present in the writing. The interpretation of the people recording sometimes meant that they would record the wrong information only to, now we're going to go to the next page, you guys, because I just finished reading chapter 1 here. Only to be corrected later, or they might even rewrite the information so that it more favorably reflected on the ones doing the writing, who were often the invaders or conquerors. The influence of the Christianization also impacted the stories and mythologies, which will be more evident later as we discuss the stories in depth. Oral traditions. These tribes maintained their oral traditions until encountering the Greeks, who began documenting all they could about these ancient peoples, referring to them at the time as the Keltoi. Soon after, the Romans made contacts with the Celts, continuing the records prior to making contact with the Greeks and the Romans, as they continued their progression over the land, spreading their territories and colonizing those they encountered of the Celtic people. Among their other duties, the stories of their people, massive stories, thousands of words long, were memorized in rhythmic poetry and verse to be passed along to the next generation of learned men. It was considered profane and blasphemous by the Druids to record the histories and stories into writing. This was for two main reasons. The first reason was that it would potentially weaken the memory of those who were meant to keep and hold on.